Hello friends! So today we are here for my August BoxyCharm unboxing. I'm out of breath because I ran up the stairs one time. Okay. So, I have my box, I have my card. The first thing I want to talk about is actually a skincare item just because I'm not demoing it in the video. And it is the Hydra-Glow Sleep Serum Triple Action Hyaluronic Acid for all skin types from Mine Tan Body Skin. So this guy here retails for $44.95 US. It says to greet the day with glowing skin, Hydra-Glow Sleep Serum instantly absorbs with a triple action hyaluronic acid formula, delivering time-released multi-depth hydration for fully hydrated skin that glows. Wake up looking fabulous and greet the day with glowing skin. Say glow one more time. So that is this guy here. I did use it for a couple nights in a row just because I wanted to kind of try it out a little bit before I gave my opinion on it. The ingredients are like fairly simple. It's water, a couple forms of hyaluronic acid, and then a couple oils. We've got sunflower, grapeseed, and avocado seed oil with fragrance at the very bottom. It does have like a light scent, nothing too crazy. It kind of feels like a gel cream. I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand here. Whoop, that was a lot of it. It's very thin and it spreads away like super fast. So it soaks in really nicely. I don't think it's for my skin right now just because I am pretty Brago prone at the moment and I did get some fresh ones after using this for a couple days. So I don't think it's for my skin personally, but I think this is still a really nice product, just not for my skin right now. Because it feels really nice on the skin, it hydrates, and it soaks in really quick. So I would recommend this, just maybe not if you're more acne prone or if your skin's a little bit more sensitive to the use of oils. The next thing I have is the Real Her I Am Inspiring, but it's a pun. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a pun. I Am Inspiring Definer Brow Pencil. I can't find a color anywhere on here unless I am like an idiot. I cannot find a color on here, so maybe it's just one color because there isn't a color on the sheet either. So according to the sheet, this definer brow pencil retails for $16 US. It says this long-lasting micro tip pencil allows you to create individual like hairs for a subtle or bold brow look. Its creamy wax-based formulation glides beautifully and naturally on the skin. This waterproof pencil is stress-free to help you through any challenges you face in life. Marketing, but make it deep. So, yeah, I'm hyped about this. Oh, define, enhance, and shape. The more pressure applied, the darker the brow. Oh, one of these. Okay, I understand. Let me get into this here. Now, my thing is here, like, it's wax-based, but there's actually a couple oils before the wax, and then silica. I'm just wondering if on very oily skin, if this would slide around. I have no evidence to back that up, but it would just be a thought that popped into my head just now. So the tip is like fairly standard, just like a little, you know, a little pokey guy here. Nothing crazy. Let's see. I'll bring you guys in like a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. We'll fill in my good eyebrow and then I'll do this one off camera. So I already put in my Patrick Ta brow wax stuff. So I'm just going to use this to kind of fill in, any sparse areas. So like mostly at the front. The color seems okay. It's not like overly warm, which was a concern. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not looking for a super heavy fill. I think it looks nice. It definitely does have like a very soft texture to it. It's a lot softer than like the Anastasia Brow is, for example. A lot softer, so you get a little bit more color straight out of the gate. But I think that color matches my brows fairly well, and I like that it's not too warm despite the fact that it is like a universal brow pencil, because sometimes I find those can be like a little bit red. So I'm just gonna do the other brow and I will be back. Okay, so these are the brows done. I'm happy with it. I think it looks nice. I was like a little bit skeptical of this, if you will, so I'm happy that I like it. I did also just notice on the box too that they are cruelty-free and vegan as well. So if that is something that is of concern to you, then that is good. I think it's affordably priced. I don't know about its accessibility in Canada, but I'm sure if you're in the States, it would be a little bit easier to get your hands on. But I'm happy with it. I like how it looks. I feel nice. So I'm going to introduce us to the next product really quick. I'm going to back us up. So the next product is a Violet Voss palette. So this one is the Essentials 2 Pro Series Eyeshadow Impressed Pigment Palette. These 10 eyeshadow pans of pure bliss provide all the everyday hues you could need to create your go-to soft glam as well as vivid pops of color to liven up your look. This retails for $36 US. So I'm just gonna get it open. I did already take a peek at it. I've had like okay experiences with Violet Voss shadows. I don't have any, like, a lot of stuff from them. I just have one of their neon palettes. But this is the palette here. So you've got like a top row of neutrals and then your pops of color on the bottom. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this just yet. So I think I'm going to do one eye off camera and then come back. Because I obviously, like, I want to use the neutrals. Of course. It's more so I'm trying to think of how I want to integrate any of the colors because I do want to use at least like 1 or 2 shades from this bottom row just to get a feel for their different formulas. So yes, I will do one eye off camera and then I will come back and we'll do the other eye together. Okay, so we are up close and personal. I didn't do the lower lash line on this eye yet because I haven't done concealer yet, but this is the general vibe we're going with today. So we'll do the other eye together. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to tell you what shade I'm going to use, tell you what I'm going to do with it, and then we'll kind of speed through the actual application. So my eye is already primed. I used my P. Louise base and I packed that all on. And the first shade we're going to go in with is Clay. So it's one of the lighter browns here, but it's a little bit warmer. And I didn't want to go like this cool, so we went over here. And I'm taking that on a Morphe R40, so like very big, very fluffy, just to kind of get it all over. And I do dip in a couple times to get more color. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go in with Chocolate Brown here. So this is the deepest matte in the palette. And I'm gonna go in on my MAC 217 here. It's very old, so it's a little bit smaller than what it would be now if you purchased it. But there's a lot of Morphe brushes that are very similar as well. And this one I did have to go in a couple times as well. I find with Violet Voss, their deeper shades aren't like as dark as they look, if that makes sense. So you do have to do like a little bit more packing than what you may assume to get like full payoff. There we go, easy peasy. Now I did kind of cut my crease, but I did it like very like haphazardly, if that makes sense. Like I took the brush across and however it looked is however it looked, because I wasn't looking for something like super insanely crisp. So I did that with my P. Louise base, so I'm gonna go back in and do that. Okay, so I hope that description makes sense. You can kind of see like it's cut, but it's not like super crisp and super clean. So for the next step, I go back and forth between using my fingers and using a Morphe M421. We're gonna go in with bronze and we're gonna focus that all over the lid. Go, and then I'm also gonna use the shade Rose Gold here. It's a slightly different texture and it does have like a nice duochrome shift to it, and then I pack that over top with my finger. There we go. And then from there, it's just like little touch-ups. So I'm taking some more chocolate and kind of blending everything together on the outer corner here. And then using a, what was this? Morphe M562. I'm mixing both of the browns. And then I'm going over top of where I cut the crease just to give a little bit more definition there. And then I'm gonna take Wild Orchid, so the purple right on the end here that has like a little bit of like a blue reflect to it, on a Real Techniques accent brush, so super, super small. So we're gonna get that on there. And I did use this damp because it wasn't really showing up as well dry, so we're just gonna do a little spray. Now I may have to touch this up once I do my concealer, because I didn't really think about that before I put it on. And I had to dip into this a couple times as well to get the payoff that I was looking for. Just like that. So I'm gonna save mascara and everything until later because I don't want to get my lashes all dusty, but we're gonna move on to the face. So in my box, I also got a Too Faced Born This Way concealer. That I think this was my choice for the month. So I have used this in the past, so I just like picked a different color from what I have. I regret my color choice, but it's too late. So Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer. Conceal, contour, highlight, and retouch with this Super Perfecting Natural Finish Concealer Makeup Hybrid. Okay. I don't know why that sounded weird in my brain. Full loaded pigments provide maximum coverage with an undetectable finish, so for a look so flawless, they'll think you were born this way. This is $29 US, and I know that this is 36 Canadian. So I picked the color Shortbread, and I don't know why, because I think just my memory of the colors is a little bit skewed because it's been so long since I worked at Sephora, but I thought this was not going to be as yellow as it was, and it's actually like very yellow. So, I mean, I already picked it. It's already happening. So, like, we'll just keep going. I have one of my Juno sponges here. And I'm going to highlight and conceal with this. Yeah, because just, like, I don't know. I think I'm being a little bit dramatic, probably. But it seems a little mustardy to me in terms of color. Now, in terms of this actual concealer, I really like this concealer. I think the coverage is beautiful. The finish is fabulous. Everything about this concealer I like. So I was happy to get it because I was like, sure, like why not another one? I actually also do have one in a darker shade that I do contour with. So for me, this was a really, really good pick. It's more so just, I wish that I had actually like researched the color a little bit more. But like with choice, because you never know how long it's gonna last, I was like, I don't have time, I was gonna pick one. So this is what I went with, and for some reason I thought Shortbread would, for some reason, be pinker. I don't know. But as a concealer, I do actually really love this product. I'm just more so bumming about my color choice. And yeah, I think I will have to touch up that eyeshadow on the inner corner a little bit, because it's just also not like as bright as I would want it to be. It's not like super dark. But I think it's just the color that's like really just giving me issues. And it's not to say that somebody like, because I do have fake tan on right now, so it's not that I feel like it's too dark. I just feel like it's too yellow for my undertones. Because I'm not that yellow. I'm a little bit more neutral with like a hint of yellow. So I feel like this color just isn't made for me. In case you didn't get that, because I've been repeatedly saying that in different ways the entire time I've been applying this. And I am going to put just a little bit more in the center of my face, just because I have that huge pimple. I did put my foundation on like a little while ago, so I think it's just like wearing off a little bit. Because I put on my foundation and then I got distracted before I started filming. So this like honker over here is starting to peek through. And then I'm actually going to set this with my Maybelline Fit Me powder because I just want to get rid of some of the yellow tone with something a little bit more neutral. I might even use one of my Huda powders in the shade Cupcake. I'll kind of feel it out and see what I decide. But I am going to use a powder to alter the color of this a little bit, just as a heads up, because I feel like the middle of my face just looks really yellow. And I don't want to like, I should probably put some on my forehead. I'm being finicky, but I should put some on my forehead just to balance out all the colors that are happening right now. There we go. So I'm going to set and do the rest of my complexion because actually all I have left is a lip and we'll be back. Okay, we are back for lips. I got this Velvet Lip Perfector from Clarins in the shade Velvet Rosewood. Now on the sheet here, it says that the Clarins best-selling natural lip perfectors go bold with a new matte finish. I actually have one of the original lip perfectors. It's just like a squeezy tube gloss. And I do really like it. It looks really nice, the glossy version. A liquid lipstick with a weightless mousse texture that delivers a highly pigmented velvety finish with a soft blur effect, formulated with conditioning and nourishing shea butter to leave lips hydrated for hours. I am excited and nervous about this only because I find lips with lip products with a mousse texture tend to really enhance like dryness and texture on the lips, and my lips right now are awful. So we'll see, but it's like a little squeezy tube, and then it comes through on the little puff. I did line my lips with my Makeup Forever liner in Up and Down Tan, just so I would have like a nice shape to go by. Oh, I just like felt it go like when I squeezed it. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's a lot redder than I thought it would be. I don't know. I don't know if this necessarily goes with the look, but I'm gonna put it on. Yeah, this has like a lot more color to it than I thought it would. It looked like it would be a lot more neutral based on the tube and like the shade name. I'm not mad at the color, I just wasn't expecting it. And then I'm just using the puff to kind of buff it into my lip because it is that more like moussey texture. It does feel nice, like there is like a little bit of cushion. It feels nice and soft, and it's actually not enhancing any dryness so far. I don't know how it'll look in a little bit, but as of right now, it's not enhancing anything and not making anything look kind of funny. I don't think I like the eye with the lip together. Like, I feel like it's just like, I think the purple's throwing me off a little bit. I feel like if it was just a neutral eye, I would like it. But, you know, we try new things, we see how they go. So that is my whole box. A lot happier than I have been with previous months. If you've watched my last couple BoxyCharm unboxings, I've been getting like just like a little peeved with them. I'm really happy with everything that I got. I think it was a really good value. The only thing that I was kind of iffy on is the palette, just because I don't know how much I'm going to use this. The quality isn't bad, it's just not like anything to write home about, if that makes sense. So I feel like it would be nice for like, say, like a beginner and stuff like that, but the shadows are all just pressed very hard. So I feel like you just need to work to get some pigment out of it and to pick up the product. Especially the shimmers, they're actually pressed very firm. So they actually just work best with your fingers, and even then they still just feel very thin. So they just feel a little bit, I don't want to say cheap, that's not quite the right word, but they just don't feel like the best made product. Really happy with the concealer. It's already a product that I love. No complaints whatsoever. This is pretty. I'll wear it again, I'm sure. The brow pencil I really like. I'm actually super happy about that because I'm almost out of my current brow pencils. So I'm actually just going to use that instead of buying a new one. And then the Hydra Glow Sleep Serum. Again, I think it's a really nice product. I just don't think it's for my skin. Maybe once my skin is more so under control and a little bit less aggravated, I could try it again and see how it goes. Or I might just pass it along. I'm not quite sure. But overall, again, fairly happy. Whoop-de-doo. This is the look, this is the vibe, this is what's happening. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you want to see more videos coming up from me, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.